All right, we're here. It looks like we're live, which is fantastic. Thank you for being here. We've not been on for a little bit, um, and the reason being, been putting a lot of energy into TikTok as of late. So, it's a cool picture. I just saw this. Really cool. I am not concerned, but eyes are open now with the Buffalo Bills. I knew that they had problems. I knew that they were tired. The defense pretty much didn't show up the first two quarters. They're relying again, I think, a little too much on Josh. Josh was just unbelievable. But he had three touchdowns and three himself, and then three touchdown passes. How much more do you have to ask of somebody? We have we have a lot of crying going on with the Cowboys, as you can see here. That's why you got to be so humble and careful with what you're saying, right? Like you just have to be. I'm going to double check. I have a feeling my microphone may not be right. And it isn't. Pays to listen to your intuition. You know what's weird? I don't even think it's plugged in. Well, let's do that. Okay, so I have to find my fine microphone here, and I see it. So I'm going to plug it in. You can hear me. It's just not awesome, but it will be awesome in a second here. The awesomeness. And there's kind of like a rumble with it as well. So when you start your broadcast, oh yeah. Oh my God. Okay, 1 second here. Okay, right now, it's a little quieter. Let's see if I can fix this. All right, we got audio. And I don't see it. This is not good. This is not good at all. Oh man. This kind of sucks. Okay, let's see here. Let's try it now. See if it pops in and I can see it. Nope. No, it's not letting me. That is so strange. I can hear it. Oh, we got a new design thing here, which is cool. Yeah. All right. You know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to shut this down. Maybe I'm not. I've got 10 people here. I'm not going to shut this down. All right, let's play a tune and maybe I can fix this. Oh my God, this is funny. This is why you should always look at your settings beforehand. Let's do Wake and Love Spreads. Let's do it. Thank you for being here.
Eyes open wide, we see the dawn. A new day rising, world is drawn. To peace we search and joy to find. Awakening love for humankind. Heartbeats sink in this grand quest. Smiles exchanged, we're doing our best to weave a world where kindness grows in every face. It surely shows. Raise your hands and feel the light. Together we can reach new heights. Harmony within our grasp. Awakening love is our task. No more shadows in the way. With open hearts we're led astray. From paths of hate to fields of green, where dreams of peace can be seen. We sing a song of unity, in every voice a symphony, breaking chains that held us bound. Now in joy we are found. Raise your hands and feel the light. Together we can reach new heights. Harmony within our grasp. Awakening love is our task. Yes, you are loved by countless angels. Keep knowing your value. Open your mind to this powerful shift. Raise your hands and give praise to the one. Stop. And goodbye.
Hello, hello, hello. We are here together. And we're listening to the tail end of Suno here. And I still can't get my Fafine to work, but that's okay. I'll play some tunes and we'll do it through this and just go with the flow. That's all you can do. Just go with the flow. The microphone on the Nexico it's okay. It's not awful. It's definitely better than the other camera I've got here. There's an older camera I have that has a microphone on it. It's a Sony, and it is excellent. Excellent. Like really, really good. Camera's not good, but the microphone itself is phenomenal. So, and I bet you it's, oh my God, it might be 10 years old. I'll show it to you sometime. Let's see what we've got here. I want to give you guys an example of some of the things you can do on Restream. Restream is no longer, I think, at 50% off. I think those days are done. Here's the Cosmic Adventures. Enjoy.
Watching the stars, seeing the light, universe talking, clear as night. Ooh yeah, adventure calling, it's plain to see. Keep on grooving, you and me. Magic unfolding, don't you know? Keep on moving, let it flow. We are seekers, hearts so bright, dance in the cosmos, feel the light. Patterns aligning, destiny's call, hitting the rhythm through it all. Knowledge spinning, wisdom's grace. Feel the energy, find your place. Magic unfolding, don't you know? Keep on moving, let it flow. We are seekers, hearts so bright, dance in the cosmos, feel feel the light. Eyes wide open, soul on fire. Universe whispering, take it higher. Never stop searching, never stop the quest. In this adventure, we are blessed. Cosmic journey, endless sky. Boundless energy, we can't deny. Purpose driving, strong and true. Unveiling the magic, that's what we do.
Oh yeah, I love that ending. That is good. That is really good. Thank you for being here, everyone. We appreciate you and all that you do each and every day. So, do the Bills miss Stefon Diggs at all? Do you think? Is that possible? I don't know. He did add an element. He was disruptive, but so now, if you look at the wide receivers, they've got Amari Cooper, they got Keon Coleman, they got Shakir, and they got Curtis Samuel. Tight ends, they've got Dalton Kincaid and Dawson Knox. We've also got running backs with who's I believe a rookie is James. Let me see if I got this. James Cook is not a rookie. No, Ray Davis. Yeah, actually, James Cook has been really good this year. Like really good. I don't know why. He just is. He's so good. Ty Johnson, James Cook, I would say, is a first-rate speedster, and he's elusive. He's definitely giving them an element they didn't have before. That was an awful game, but a great game to watch. And it just goes to show you, and I've been saying this all year, healthy Rams, dangerous. Very, very dangerous team. I would not wish that upon anybody. The Dolphins looked pretty good. I was shocked at how good they were. And the Jets looked pretty good. And that might have been the best outing I've seen with Aaron. Aaron looked good. He passed for over 300 yards. So that was great. Tua is looking like he's kind of knows what he's doing. The only backup they have is Tyler Huntley and Tim Boyle. Running backs, they've got Devon Achan, Raheem Moster, who is not looking great this year, let's be honest. Tyreek Hill looks kind of half of Tyreek Hill from what I know before. He's just not the same. Am I being mean? I don't think I am. I don't think I am at all, to be honest. I just, it's not good. We were looking at this list the other day. Let's just have a look at it together here. This is the best receivers. It hasn't really changed much.
between week 14 and 15. Still pretty much the same characters. Jamar Chase, still phenomenal as far as I'm concerned. Unbelievable. Really, really good. Solid. Very solid. I could not believe how good Puka Nakua was this year. For the amount of time that he's been on the field, because he's been injured, right? So for him to come back the way he did, I was shocked. He looked great. And Cooper Kupp is still an elite running machine, passing. Like, he's still got it. And as you can see, he's on the list here. He's number 7. A.J. Brown is causing chaos within Philly, but Philly's like that. Fly, Eagles fly. Still think they're the best team. T. Higgins, pay him. Just pay him. Find a way. I don't know if you can afford him, but find a way. Drake London, Malik Neighbors, all great choices. Justin Jefferson starting to look better this year. Better than I've seen in the past. So he's looking great. We have not done a music football show in so long. I'm so sorry. It's just been kind of TikTok time. And that's what I've been doing. Right now we're using the microphone on the Nexigo, and it sounds pretty good. It's not awful. It's not, I don't know if it's any worse really than the Fafine, so we'll see in due time here. Didn't mean that for that to rhyme. What do we got here? Chemistry of Shadows. Enjoy.
In the corner, shadows deepen. Fingers trace forbidden lines. Eyes that spark like hidden embers. Silent secrets intertwine. Whispers melt in midnight's madness. Hearts that beat in borrowed time. A touch that's harder than the daylight. An uncharted perfect crime. Not everyone can see our fire. The way we burn in silent nights. Like hidden stars that light the darkness. Loving fierce out of sight. Silent vows we share in corners. Dreams we keep from prying eyes. We're laser focused on our morrow. On a truth we can't disguise. In love's embrace we find our courage. In each other's strength we grow. Facing waves of divine goodness. In this space we've come to know. Not everyone can see our fire. The way we burn in silent nights. Like hidden stars that light the darkness. Loving fierce out of sight.
All right, we're back. Yes, indeed. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I made that last week. So, some of the picks, just give me a second here. Let's see what I can find. Get rid of. Alright, let's get rid of that. And we'll have a quick look at images. And let's see what we can get here for you. Alright, we are currently, our show that you're watching right now is the spiritual side of football. And I do this once or twice a week. I talk about football most days. Even on TikTok, I talk about it a little bit, but depending on the audience. Here are my picks for this week, okay? So, Kyler Murray against New England is a strong play. I suggest that would do good. And they have a history of suffering against mobile quarterbacks. And Kyle Murray is a speedster. He just came off of a devastating loss, but that's the way things are. Brock Purdy should have a little bit of confidence. They did very well this week, so they're going up against the Los Angeles Rams, who are also feeling very confident. Um, I'm thinking Brock Purdy will do okay. I think this will be a high scoring game, so he is a safe bet for you. He'll probably get about 300 yards. If anybody had picked Josh Allen, I think his production was 56 points. I think it was a new record. In fact, no one had ever done that before. 3 touchdowns, right? Himself, and 3 touchdowns by passing. So running and passing, 6 total. Oh my God, crazy, right? Running backs, Javonte Williams facing the Colts is a very favorable matchup. Highly suggest that. Derrick Henry against the New York Giants is another solid choice. The potential is, I think, limitless on that one. Wide receivers, Jacoby Myers, we talked about this the other day, against the Atlanta Falcons, looks promising due to recent performance and matchup against defense that struggles with pass coverage. Duke London, no, it's Drake. Drake London versus the Los Angeles Raiders could yield high fantasy points, particularly in the terms of receiving touchdowns. Drake. My uncle's name is Duke. Not a common name. Tight ends. Highlighting, believe it or not, Travis Kelce against the Cleveland Browns remains the top pick, especially with his constant high performance in fantasy points and receiving touchdowns. It's suddenly got very dark in here. We have no light right now, so there's a little elevator outside that goes up, and they're working on the side of the building, so that's what happened there. Pat Fremont has great potential. I would yeah, I would agree with that. So defensive teams, Washington Commanders against the New Orleans Saints might be a sneaky good option as they showed improvement and face an offense lacking in receiving talent. Baltimore Ravens are in a premier matchup against the New York Giants, who have had one of the league's weakest offenses. Yeah, we know about that. Keep an eye on injury reports as players like Brees Hall might be at question. Look for waiver wire odds. Yeah, like Tank Bigsby, right? I would agree. Consider streaming defenses based on matchups with teams like the Falcons and the Jets, potentially offering good stream options. Yeah, so we will see how that plays out. Now, for me, I have not given up on Josh Allen. I think he's going to do great. in the next few weeks. And honestly, that is the best I've seen Aaron. Aaron has not thrown for 300 yards in a very long time. So it was good to see he had some arm strength still. He's not very mobile. He just isn't. He has problems. If he has to get outside the pocket, it's doable. It's just not graceful. I think that's the nicest way of saying it. Doable, but not graceful. Tell me what you think in the comments. I would really like to know. So, what do we have for music next? Let's have a quick look. And we have. What should I play? Shout It Out Loud. I like this one. This one's good.
In this life we roam, seeking ways to see unconventional thoughts, expanding our reality. Paths we can take once we find our way. Self-aware, reaching new heights every day. States of consciousness, a beautiful tapestry. Peace and love in the Shout MGB community. Seekers united in this world we navigate. A source of goodness and grace we celebrate. Shout it loud, in unity we stand. Shout MGB, we're part of something grand. In this loving community we find our place. Together we rise in the sacred space. Every voice a whisper, stitching dreams into light, filling hearts with hope, igniting the night. With open arms we greet the unknown. In this journey together we're never alone. Through the challenges we face hand in hand, with kindness as our guide we boldly make a stand. Love is the thread that binds us all. In this vibrant world, together we stand tall. From the depths of our souls we share and we learn. In the glow of our spirit our passions will burn. With every beat of our hearts, a rhythm divine. In this sacred space we let our souls shine. Shout it loud, in unity we stand. Shout MGB, we're part of something grand. In this loving community we find our place. Together we rise in a sacred space. Well, let your voice be heard, let your spirit soar. In the Shout MGB family there's always room for more. With love as our foundation we'll navigate the maze. Together we rise in endless parade. Goodbye, kindness matters. End.
I really like that one. That's one of my favorites I think I've done in a while. Only because it's so different. I've also been liking a lot of music from people who are creators on Suno. It's been excellent. So, San Francisco and Los Angeles, believe it or not, the 49 Packers are favored. I don't know how, but they are. The experts are saying they could cover the spread at home with a lean towards the under on the total points, indicating a possible defense battle despite both teams' offensive capabilities. See, I don't think it's going to be a defensive battle at all. I think it's going to be a gunslinger's game. I think it's going to be high scoring. And I give an edge, and I'm going to pick even. I really believe Los Angeles has momentum right now. They're doing great, and it's worth a shot. I really think this is a good idea. I don't think this is stupid. I would go with Los Angeles, but you're going to go with what you want. This is a no-brainer. The next game we've got Kansas City versus Cleveland. The analysts say the Chiefs should win and cover the spread, citing their ability to perform well in clutch situations and potential for Patrick Mahomes to exploit the Browns' defense. I don't have an insane amount of confidence right now in Kansas City. If Kansas City shows up, yes. They've won so many games with one score. The game last week was again fluky. Like, what is the odds of it banking off and not out in the wrong direction? It did. They are on some kind of divine path. They're getting some kind of support that I don't know about, but it's great. It's great to see that. Okay, so then we've got Baltimore and New York. Just 1 second here. I got to change the picture here. Just be patient with me. I'm doing my best. What do we got here? The spiritual side of football. Let's put it right there. There you go. So we know what we're doing. Okay, I like that one actually. All right, so here we go. Can I make it smaller? Does it have to fill the whole screen? Can hear the workers outside. There we go. Okay. So next matchup, I definitely go with Kansas City. But I think it's going to be close. Cleveland is not a bad team. None of the teams are really bad. Every team, I think, is like one or two players away from being excellent. That's how good the rosters are now. There are so many gifted players. It's crazy how many gifted players there are. Okay, so we're looking at. So I'm going to go with Kansas City against the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, and they're saying they're going to exploit the Browns defense. Browns defense isn't that bad. It's more the interceptions and problems they have there. So the next game is Baltimore against the New York Giants. I see Baltimore winning pretty easy. And it says right here the Ravens are heavily favored, with predictions suggesting they'll come large spread. Yeah, I would agree with that. Let's see if I can do this. I think you go like this. Hopefully this doesn't send me into wacko land. There it is there. No, it's not doing anything. Not anything good. So, there we go with that. Okay, Detroit Lions. Oh, this is the game of the week. So, Baltimore for sure, between New York Giants. I can't take the Giants seriously. I'm sorry. And Baltimore is okay. They're not great right now. They're okay at best. Here's, I think, the best team in the league, Detroit. And I still think they're the best team. I don't know if they have enough, though, to win the Super Bowl. So for me, Fly Eagles Fly, so far from what I've seen, is my best bet. But I thought the Ravens were great last year, so what do I know? I could be lost in the fields again. Buffalo Bills, I love them because they are my team. They're okay. They've got the best quarterback this week and last week in the league. You know, as I said last 2 weeks. Who knows? It can change. It changes on a dime. So I'm definitely, for me, I'm going to go with the Bills. And I don't know who's going to win. And anybody who says they do, I think they're wrong. Detroit's pretty beat up. Buffalo, I think, is more stable. Detroit has more weapons. Buffalo has a better quarterback. Like, we could do this all day, right? It's hard to beat the lineup offensively Detroit has. So if they're aggressive offensively, I think they'll do okay. The game is seen as close. Yeah, I agree. Some experts picking the Lions to win at home, potentially ending the Bills' winning streak. The total points might be over given the offensive firepower on both sides. So they are giving credit to Buffalo. And, think about it. Buffalo, 42 points last week, lost by 2 points to the Rams. Crazy. That was the highest scoring game that I've ever witnessed. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Bills. As much as I love Detroit, I got to go and back Josh. And I think Josh is going to be extra hungry. We'll see. Philly versus Pittsburgh. This is going to be a great game. Pittsburgh is no slouch. They find a way to win. They're a good team. They really are. The Eagles are favored to win, but not cover the spread given the Steelers' recent performance. There's consensus on the game going under the total points due to strong defensive play. I'd agree with that. I think they are very offensively dominant. They may be in the top 5 of teams, and I never thought I'd say that. Isn't that crazy? But I'm going to go with Philly, and I would not be shocked if Pittsburgh found a way to win, because that's who they are. I think they have the potential to beat anybody one game. Washington versus New Orleans Saints. Ooh. With Derek Carr's injury affecting the Saints, offensive edge picks are leaning towards Commanders, especially as they come off a bye week. Yeah, so they'll be rested and rejuvenated and ready to go, right? So I'm going to go with Washington on this contest. I would agree. I think that's the consensus. I don't know what's happening with Derek Carr. He had a wonderful start, and it just kind of was a dumpster fire. Okay, Miami against Houston Texans. Ooh, this is predicted to be a high-scoring game with the Dolphins potentially covering as underdogs based on recent line movements and the offensive capabilities of both teams. Oh boy. I don't know on this one, but I'm going to go with Houston. I may regret that, but I'm going to go with Houston. Houston has not been as dominant as they were last year, but I think they have enough to win this, and they need to, right? And then we have one more here, New England Patriots versus the Arizona Cardinals. And I always pick the Cardinals because I'm a moron. They let me down last week. How many people lost their shirts last week? How many people lost their shirts with that Buffalo game? Oh my God. I bet you it was in the millions. In the millions, I say. Okay, so there's an upset special pick for the Patriots, with some seeing them covering the spread or even winning outright against the Cardinals. Ooh, wow. Well, I don't agree with that. I'm going to go with the Cardinals again, and hopefully they can muster up enough. But I'll tell you, their rookie quarterback's pretty freaking good. Hey, good old Drake. He is pretty damn good. I'm shocked. He's freaking elusive. You know, he has moves like a running back at times. So, and he's a big guy. I think that was a great pick for them. But again, this is a coin flip, and I say this every week, by the way. I'm going to go with Arizona. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go with Arizona. I don't know why. I just, I feel like that is a good idea. All right, let's see here. Let's see what we got here. Just give me a minute. All right. Okay. All right, here we go. I like doing this, and you won't find this list anywhere else, but this is definitely my list right now. And we're churning it through AI for you as we speak, and I'm seeing it for the first time as you are. Okay. And I agree with most of it. It's not exactly what I would put, but number one. Number one. Or should I start at 10? Should I start at 10 or should I start at 1? What should I do? I'm going to go with number one because I really like number one. Josh Allen, Buffalo Bills. Despite a challenging matchup, Allen's dual threat capabilities makes him a top fantasy football option. His abilities to contribute both through the air and the ground keeps him at the forefront. Agreed. Right now, number two is Lamar Jackson, who is also in the MVP running, right? For the Baltimore Ravens. Jackson continues to be a high floor, high ceiling quarterback with his rushing prowess and improving passing game, especially against a potentially vulnerable Giants defense. Agreed. Number three, who finally won a game. Yay! Joe Burrow, Cincinnati Bengals. Burrow's consistent performance, favorable matchup against the Tennessee Titans makes him an excellent start. His ability to manage the game and deliver in crucial moments stands out. And then at number four, which I think would shock a lot of people, we have Jalen Hurts. And Jalen Hurts, although the matchup against the Steelers defense isn't easy, Hurts' versatility as a runner and a passer could exploit the Pittsburgh's weaknesses. Yeah, so I don't know. Pittsburgh's pretty freaking solid. Yeah, I'll be shocked if Jalen does well, in all honesty, for number four for fantasy. Is he the number four quarterback? Yeah, I would say he is right now. Jaden Daniels, they have at number five of the Washington Commanders. Coming off a bye, Daniels has a chance to shine against the Saints defense, which might be without their starting quarterback, potentially tilting the game in Washington's favor. I would agree. I would agree. And then at number six, they have, respectfully, I guess, Jared Goff of the Detroit Lions. Goff has been playing well at home, and with the Bills' defense showing some vulnerabilities, he could have a productive game. Agreed. One of the most beautiful pure passers in the league is Matthew Stafford of the Rams, right? Los Angeles Rams. He is number seven. And with a matchup against the 49ers, Stafford's recent performance was pretty freaking amazing, you have to admit. To accumulate 44 pounds of pure, no, it wasn't pounds, it was points! If he acquires 44 pounds, he might be a little sluggish, a little slower. 44 pounds is a lot. I may have problems lifting 44 pounds now. All right. I've definitely been 44 pounds heavier. 44 is a Masonic number, by the way. All right, we're back. Matthew Stafford. I think he's going to have a great game. against the 49ers, and I wish them both very well. They're both fighting for a wild card spot. They both want to be in the playoffs. They both are hungry. Number 8, and this would have been shocking to me at the beginning of the year, this Sam Darnold of the Minnesota Vikings. Darnold has shown promise, and with the matchup against the Bears, he is expected to have a good fantasy outing. Now the Bears are pretty good though on defense, so we'll see. I'd be shocked if that's a high score. Tua Tagovailoa, and facing the Texans, Tua has the potential for a big game, considering Houston's recent defensive struggles. However, his ranking has dropped slightly in some projections. Yeah, it's because he's not getting big yardage. And then one of my favorite quarterbacks in the league, Kyler Murray, who depresses me because I have such faith in him. I just think he's wonderful to watch. He seems to be half-stepping it and trying to make it to the playoffs but not get hurt. I think he's terrified of getting hurt. So he's not putting himself at harm's way, which is kind of smart. Murray benefits from a favorable matchup against the Patriots, making him a strong streaming. Yeah, I think he'll do fine. I think he'll do fine. I don't think you can underestimate any team, though, in the playoffs. And that happened with the Rams this week with Buffalo, right? That was crazy. All right, let's just see here what we have. So I'm looking at Josh Allen's stats. He has 25,394 passing yards. He has 187 passing touchdowns. He's getting better at not throwing interceptions, which is good. His rushing yards is 1,562 over his first 3 NFL seasons, with an additional stat for 2024, which is going to be phenomenal. His rushing yards in 2024 have been 416 yards. There are running backs that have that stat in the league. Rushing touchdowns, he has 15 so far in 2024. And total touchdowns in 2024, he has 33 total touchdowns, 23 passing, 9 rushing, and 1 receiving. That's right. I remember that. Yeah. So, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. He's doing very well. All right. Why don't we play a tune? And I'll be right back. And we've got some great football coming up this week. We had some great football this past week, right? There were some matchups there that I didn't think would be exciting that were very exciting. Like even the Jets game, against Miami. That was super entertaining. I did not anticipate that. So you never know. These teams can shock you week to week. And there's a lot of times where I'll hum and haw and I'll look and go, I don't even want to see that game, right? So we will just take a moment here. We played Chemistry of Shadows, Cosmic Adventures, Awakening Love Spreads, Shout It Out Loud, and I'm going to play my daughter, Laura, Fallen Angel. Enjoy.
Awoke from my slumber, been quarantined becoming, I have become I am the one they sent to bleed. I need someone to send me somebody. I need someone to set me free. Why so eager to deem me the fallen angel? Apathy towards bleeding by example. Is this your sample of life being fragile? Inflicting your justice. Now I'll never trust again. Malicious composure, the chill from your shoulder, conspired with spiders to paint me a liar. I am becoming, I have become I am the one they sent to bleed. I need someone to send me somebody. I need someone to set me free. Why so eager to deem me the fallen angel? Apathy towards bleeding by example. Is this your sample of life being fragile? Inflicting your justice. Now I'll never trust again. Go on, show me I'm not wanted. Go on, show me again. Go on, like your choice is my fault. You're spinning round again. I am becoming, I have become I am the one they sent to bleed. I need someone to send me somebody. I need someone to set me free. Why so eager to deem me the fallen angel? Apathy towards bleeding by example. Is this your sample of life being fragile? Inflicting your justice. Now I'll never trust again. Been quarantined underground. They won't give me answers now.
All right, we're back. We're back, and we're near the end of the show. We'll have to see how the microphone worked out, but you just go with it. When things don't go necessarily exactly the way you wanted or planned it, just go with it. That's all you can do. This is interesting. You get to see me. All right, you kind of. It's not the best though. Let's try this. Let's try something else. Is this better? Not really. How about this? Yeah, we'll stick with this. It's not great, but better than nothing, right? Okay, so let's quickly go through this together. Got a couple minutes, not many. All right, so I think LA will beat the 49ers. That's a good game right there. I'm seeing a game there. Tampa Bay against the Chargers. Oh, that's wow. I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay because I love Tampa Bay, right? But Chargers so could win that game. They almost beat the best team in football, right? I don't know. It came down to a fluky field goal, like that went bonk, bonk. Colts against the Broncos. I gotta go with the Broncos, but I love the Colts. So this is tough. This is tough. I'll be happy whoever wins here on that one, to be honest. But I'll go with Broncos. I think Broncos have a better coaching situation. Where we already talked about this. The Patriots and the Cardinals. Cardinals, yes, I'm going to pick them again. KC against the Browns. I think the Browns will give them a battle, but of course, KC will win. This one is really tough. The Bengals against the Titans. I'm going to go with the Bengals. Buffalo against Detroit, the Lions. I'm going to go with Buffalo. And then we've got the Dolphins against the Texans. I'm going to go with the Texans, but again, wouldn't be shocked at all if the Dolphins won. Steelers against the Eagles. And this is one of the teams I think could beat the Eagles. I just have a gut feeling. But I think the Eagles are going to muster up enough professionalism and win that. Not it's going to be a close game. Baltimore should easily defend New York, so that's kind of a no-brainer. This is a great game right here. Green Bay against the Seahawks. I am going to go with the Seahawks. I went against them last week and I got burnt. I'm going to go with the Seahawks. They seem to have momentum. I'm going to go with the Jets again against the Jaguars because they need something. They're both teams are horrible. It's like stink and stinkier. So I guess you go with the less stinkier. And I'm going to go with Jets. I picked Minnesota against the Bears only because I've lost faith in the Bears. Panthers against Cowboys. God, I don't know. Cowboys are really bad. I'm going to go with the Panthers. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Panthers. Why not? I'll take a risk. And it's calculated. Falcons against the Raiders. I'll go with the Falcons. The Raiders, I don't know, will have enough to muster it out. But again, that could be a coin toss. We'll see how Kirk Cousins looks. He looked okay the other day. He just doesn't look like the best version of Kirk Cousins I've ever seen. If you can, like, share, subscribe, be kind to one another. And I will see you very soon, probably in the near future on TikTok. Keon Coleman's coming back, which is great. I heard that through the grapevine. All renderings that you heard today through music were done through Suno. Thank you. Please like, share, subscribe. Have a wonderful Christmas season. And if you can, you know of someone who is suffering out there, please reach out to them. Take them out for coffee. Shovel their driveway. Take them to dinner. Listen to them.